Hi, everybody. Just wanted to share with you more information about what I'm learning and collecting silver and gold. And it's pretty eye opening to kind of learn the history of the United States and gold and silver. And so I just wanted to share with you some of the things that I've learned and how that relates to where we're at these days with inflation and money and why silver and gold is such an important thing to pay attention to. So, um, what I wanted to kind of share with you, which may some of you may already know, but some of you may not know, this was kind of eye opening to me, is when we started our country somewhere around 1785, we adopted a silver program, silver coin program. Um, and what it was the Spanish had an all silver coin, like a 1 ounce coin, and so we decided to use that as part of our currency, which was adopted in 1792. And so since then, we've always had um, that type of money in our system. We've had silver coins, we've had gold coins, and the reason is because way back then they recognized that in order to keep the money system stable, they needed to tie it to a precious metal like silver and gold, and so that's what they did. So the very coin that you hold in your hand is worth the actual value. Whereas these days, which most people just don't think about, is we're using paper money, which is not. It's obviously, if I had $100 bill here, that $100 bill would not be worth $100 in itself. It's just paper, right? So um, and so they that's the reason why they had silver and gold in the coins. So for a long time, that's what we did because we wanted to keep a stable monetary system, and so we did that all the way. In fact, we had silver in our coins all the way up until 1964. Um, Here's a silver coin right here. This is a 1953 half dollar. And in 1953, these were still silver. So this coin actually has silver in it, and that's why people out there are buying these at much more higher of a price than 50 cents, which is back in 1953. That's all this was worth. So uh, so we were doing that, but as you know, or as you may not know, things have kind of changed over time. So you get fast forward all the way to somewhere around World War I. Um, we went to war, of course, and that we had to spend money, and so and then same thing with World War II. So in order to um, basically help the government spend money towards the wars, we had to do a couple things. We had to create a federal agency or a Federal Reserve, which took control of the monetary system, and then they also took control of the precious metals. They made it um, somewhere around 1933. They make it illegal to have gold coins, um, and they had to print money to pay for the wars. So that's kind of where it started going downhill. And but the good thing is when they did create a monetary system, uh, or when they did create the Federal Reserve and all that, and they did uh, tie the uh, world's currency to the U.S. dollar, it was still tied to the gold standard back after World War II. So people were confident in that because at least we had it tied to the gold standard. But then in 1971, Nixon came out and said, we're not going to hold to the gold standard. We're just going to hold it to our GDP. So ever since then, our money value has only been based on whatever we say it's worth, and or what the government says it's worth, and so we really have a kind of a slippery slope from all the way through our history of where our value of our money has gone. Um, so anyway, the I have some examples here of coins, um, of history of coins. So first I showed you this $50 was actually silver, and then not much after that, after 1965 and forward, they started making these $50, right, which are not even made of silver. Um, and and then they have silver. This is a silver dollar made back in the 70s. This is an Eisenhower silver dollar, or it's not silver dollar, it's a dollar coin, right? I think people call them silver dollars, but they're not. They weren't made of silver. Um, anyway, so that they took out silver out of our monetary system. They took out gold out of our monetary system back in the 30s. So we went a long time where people couldn't collect uh, precious metals. It was kind of hard to do. There was loopholes around that, but and maybe some people had coins, but it wasn't really legal to own a gold coin for quite a while, and there was no silver coins around hardly. So not a lot going on there for a long time. And so I think what happened is people got used to the monetary system with the paper money and just relying on the government, which it has been stable for a long time, but we're we're just kind of blindly going with that and not realizing that there's nothing backing up our money anymore. Just the government. And these days we know that the government's spending a lot of money, and printing a lot of money. And so that's causing a lot of issues, um, where eventually at some point we're going to have to reconcile all this debt that they're creating. Um, what I thought was great was when Ronald Reagan was president back in 1986, because we went a long time without having any money. I'm sorry, without having any gold or silver. um, that he decided to bring back the gold and the silver eagle coins, to bring back a program. And here's a silver eagle here. And this one's a fairly new one, but I just wanted to. This is the pretty much the design they've been going with since 1986. They've changed the backs of these to different things, but usually with an eagle on it. So that's why they call it the silver eagle. But it's always had this Lady Liberty on the front. But they brought this back because there was a realization that we needed to have a way to invest into silver and to gold, and so it was brought back. Now, what's really interesting is there's a story behind this, because um, this program's been going for at least since 1986, so quite a few years now. And what's really interesting is if you were, or I were, to which I wish I was, um, to have bought and saved one of these coins, and it wouldn't have been, it would have been more along the lines of a coin like this, because this one is an MS70 Silver Eagle. And so if you were to buy one of these MS70 Silver Eagles every month since the program started, you would have around $1.2 million, which is very interesting because it's not, the silver in itself is not necessarily worth $1.2 million, but what is worth $1.2 million is the collectability and the demand for MS70 coins that have been made all the way from 1986 to now. And in fact, some of the years were rare and they didn't mint as many of these, or they didn't make as many MS70 coins. And so some of those could be worth as much as $16,000 a coin. And so that's what's created such a high value in just collecting these. So not only is it worth the silver that you're getting, but when you're collecting coins and you're collecting them with a high grade on them, which makes them very rare, you can potentially make a lot of money. So that's something that I wanted. When I heard that story, I wanted to take advantage of that, and that's why I'm doing it. You know, I started doing this every month, buying one Silver Eagle coin, because I know one day it's going to be worth a lot of money. And that's what I'm hoping that many of you that see this video understand and learn, because that's what I'm learning. And I hope that this message gets out there more and more. And I know there's other videos out there and other articles out there of people talking about this, but I just want to share it with you and let you know that we can get back to a real money system with real silver and gold if we want. We just have to do it ourselves. The government's not doing it, but the day may come where this silver and gold that we're collecting on our own may save us and save those who have decided to do that. And thank you for spending this time with me and watching this video. And I look forward to doing more videos, and I hope you continue to watch. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.